Some big news are coming out from Germany that Luiz Diaz has now agreed personal terms with Bayern Munich. He, of course, is not happy with the salary that he's getting for Liverpool. That's the reason why you see a lot of reports of him leaving, one of them being Barcelona, which I thought would be a likely possibility, especially with the fact that Nico Williams is now staying at Bilbao and Barcelona is looking for a left winger. But Luiz Diaz is now potentially heading into a different direction. He might be going to Bayern Munich. At the moment, personal terms has been agreed, apparently, according to the German reports, and the only thing stopping them from making business is the fact that Bayern needs to now agree and accept Liverpool demands. Liverpool has made it very clear that they want 82 million, which, let's be real, yeah, Liverpool didn't buy Luiz Diaz for cheap. They bought him for big money as well. So I understand Liverpool and what they're trying to do. They're trying to recoup as much as possible. Secondly, Liverpool, in terms of forward, they are lacking in terms of numbers, especially what's going on. You guys all know what's going on. So I feel like 82 million for Luiz Diaz is crazy money for me. I think Luiz Diaz has regressed massively. Yes, this season you could see finally getting back to what he was before the injury. Before the injury, Luiz Diaz for me was worth 82 million, especially in today's market. But after the injury that he had, he lost a lot of speed. His agility was gone. His burst of that first touch was gone. But last season, finally, slowly, you could see him getting back to the level that he was before. But still, 82 million is crazy. But then again, I'm trying to understand it, yeah? In today's market, it's crazy, bro. You've got Gittins who went to Chelsea for 65. Elanga is worth 55 million, bro. Like, Al-Nassr paid 71 for Martinelli. So let's be real, yeah? 80 million for Luiz Diaz, it's not too bad. If Luiz Diaz goes, which is a likely possibility, that means Liverpool needs to sign a left winger. They need to sign a forward. They need to replace Luiz Diaz. And there's a lot of options. Of course, Anthony Gordon being one of them. What if I told you right now that this man right here could be a possibility? Rodrygo, the silver goers, I reckon could be a strong possibility for Liverpool. As you guys know, Rodrygo is looking to leave Real Madrid. He is not happy with the situation, especially in the Club World Cup, where he hasn't started a single game since Al Hilal, and he's seeing a 21-year-old in Gonzalo Garcia starting over him. He's not happy with the situation there. You guys, if you guys didn't see it, the last game against Dortmund, he basically deleted his pre-game tweet and then uploaded it during the game. It wasn't him, I think. It was his circle, it was his camera, it was his agent. But the likelihood of Rodrygo staying at Real Madrid is is pretty much mission impossible. I see him leaving. Arsenal at the moment is a very strong contender. Paris Saint-Germain came out yesterday that they want Rodrygo, which doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't really make sense to me because they've already got Kivicha, Doué, Barcola, Dembele. Why are you getting another player, a left winger? You already have about two of them in Barcola and Kivicha. But I'm looking at the situation. I'm looking at where Rodrygo can potentially go. He wants to be the main man. He wants to go to a team where he can feel comfortable and he can feel valued. He doesn't feel valued at Real Madrid because we're not playing him in where he wants to play, which is the left-hand side. We're playing him on the right. We're playing him through the middle, which he doesn't want to play. He wants to play on the left. And that's where you get the best out of Rodrygo. I look at the Premier League as a very strong league for him, and I feel like, bro, I've said it before. I've said it so many times. Rodrygo can start for every single team on the left, except for one team, and that's Real Madrid. He can't start for our team on the left. I look at him as a top 3 left winger in the world. In terms of ability, I watch him every single week. For the past 6 years of Real Madrid, I've watched him every single week. This guy is as talented as it comes. And I'm looking at this Liverpool team, and I'm looking now, they need players. They need forwards. Wirtz is a good player, but they've just lost Diego Jota, and now potentially they're about to lose Luiz Diaz. I feel like Rodrygo and Luiz Diaz, for me, Liverpool fans might call me crazy. Luiz Diaz is not on the same level as Rodrygo. I watch both of them every single week. Rodrygo is a much better player. He's a much better technical player, close control. He's quicker, he's faster, he's more creative, and he's a better finisher. You guys know this guy's got over 30 goals in the Champions League. More than Dinho, more than R9, more than a lot of players in the history. This guy is a Champions League clutch goal scorer. He's a clutch goal scorer. He just needs a place where he can feel valued, and Liverpool is the team. There's been no speculation, but I'm looking at it from different reasons. Rodrygo admitted at one point that he was close to joining Liverpool rather than Real Madrid. At Santos, in 2017, the deal was done at 3 million. It collapsed because he said no, and he wanted to come. He wanted to stay an extra year at Santos. I wanted to stay at Santos, make history, finish my studies, and then leave, even though the offer from Liverpool was very good. So Liverpool wanted Rodrygo. But the year after, Real Madrid came into him and they offered 45 million for Rodrygo. Very much different to what Liverpool offered the year before in 3 million. But you could see the talent. If Liverpool already spotted it, a year before Real Madrid signed him, you could see the talent that this guy had. And on top of that, Perez, yes, we signed Trent. I understand Liverpool fans hate Real Madrid. We've already beaten them in 2 Champions League finals. We beat them in the round of 16. We beat them in the quarterfinals. I hear it. And we took away Trent. However, Liverpool and Real Madrid, they've got a good relationship. They do have got a good relationship. If you guys go back over the years, the likes of Xabi Alonso, the likes of Arbeloa, the likes of course, Trent now, but even the other way around, even players that went from Real Madrid to Liverpool, the likes of Nuri Sahin, if you guys remember. Like Madrid and Liverpool, they've got a good relationship. That's why I see the Konate deal looking like a possibility. But for me, I would love to strengthen and I would love to improve our relationship with Liverpool by giving them a player which we don't need. At the moment, Xabi Alonso don't need him. Xabi Alonso don't need Rodrygo. But I don't want him to go to another team but Liverpool. I feel like Liverpool is the perfect club for him. I'm looking at it. The environment is perfect. He wants to feel valued by the fans. Liverpool fans are the best fans in the Premier League, by far. Secondly, I'm looking at it. He wants to win the Ballon d'Ors. He wants to win the individual trophies. Once Salah goes, Salah's not going to be there for 5-10 years. Salah's going to be there for another 2 to 3 years. After that, Rodrygo is still young. After that, this will be Rodrygo's team. It's not going to be Wirtz's team. It's going to be Rodrygo's team. Rodrygo's going to cement himself as the most important player. And I'm telling you right now, if Liverpool manages to get Rodrygo, and by the way, he can be bought for 90 million and plus. Real Madrid have valued him for 90 million. I feel like he's worth 100 million. I feel like in today's market where Luiz Diaz is going for 82, Rodrygo's worth over 100 million. As simple as that. If they sell Luiz Diaz for 82 and they replace him with Rodrygo, let's say for 90 million, which is what Real Madrid wants from him, brother, Liverpool has basically they've got one hand on the Premier League trophy. They've got one hand on the Premier League trophy. Because I'm looking at the options which they can get. I'm looking at Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon, yes, Premier League experience. Very good, very quick. He's a good finisher, very good ball striker. But with all due respect, he's not on the same level as Rodrygo. I'm looking at other players that Liverpool can get. There isn't. And plus, if you want Anthony Gordon, Newcastle are not going to let him go for 60 million or 70 million. They bought him for 55 million on his own. They bought him for what, 55, 60 million? They're not going to sell him for 70, 80 million. If you had the options right now, and put down in the comments, if you had the options right now to sign Anthony Gordon for 80 million or 90 million or whatever it is, or Rodrygo for the same price, or 10 million more, 20 million more, which option are you going ahead with? Which option are you going ahead with? For me, it's not even a comparison. I'm not disrespecting Anthony Gordon. I'm not disrespecting the quality that he brings to the table. But I'm just looking at Rodrygo, and I feel like Liverpool could be the perfect environment for him to flourish and to become the player he is. And I feel like the system would work perfectly for him. I feel like the midfielding will work. The overlapping runs of Kirkers, which he wants. The Salah, he can play on the right if Salah's injured. He is so adaptable. He's so versatile. Where he can play on the left-hand side. He can play on the right-hand side. Remember, AFCON is coming. So Rodrygo can slot on the right-hand side, which he's been doing for the past 5 years at Real Madrid. He can play as a false 9 if Liverpool don't stand a strike, if Darwin Núñez not hitting numbers. He can play as a 10 if Wirtz wants to play on the left-hand side. He can play across all 4 positions, on the left, on the right, as a false 9, as a 10. For me, his best position, I've said it for so many years, it's not even on the left. He says it himself. He says that on the left is my best position. I don't think it's his best position. I think his best position is actually a 10 because when he receives the ball Under pressure, with 3 players surrounding him, he can beat the press so easily. He is amongst one of the best press-resistant players I think I can remember in recent years. He's so press-resistant. His close control is so good. His dribbling is so good. Like, Liverpool fans, you guys are going to get an absolute talent, an absolute machine. This guy has got best player in the world written all over him. At my club, he can't achieve it. And at my club, he doesn't fit, which I feel like the Xabi Alonso system. He doesn't fit, which I don't understand why. I don't understand why Xabi Alonso doesn't want him. I feel like Xabi Alonso is going to offload him. And Real Madrid has basically said to him, we're not going to stop you from going. And he wants to go. I feel like he can be so important for us, but Real Madrid don't see it that way. So that's why if he goes to another team, he can achieve the goals that he wants to achieve, which is to be the best player in the world. And I genuinely think he can do it. And if Liverpool are smart, if Liverpool are clever, this should be a sign that they should be all over it. If Luiz Diaz does go, whether to Barcelona or most likely to Bayern Munich now, Rodrygo should be the next man up. Spend the 90 million. Spend the 100 million. I'm telling you right now, you guys are getting someone that's going to score more than 10 goals, that's going to score more than 15 goals. He's got 20 goals written all over him across all competition. He's a Champions League goal scorer. You saw what happened last season. You saw what happened last season against Paris Saint-Germain. When Salah had a quiet game, when Nuno Mendes kept Salah quiet for 2 legs, he looked at his teammates. Darwin Núñez didn't help. Gakpo didn't help. Luiz Diaz didn't help. Rodrygo can help. Rodrygo can help. Rodrygo is a Champions League goal scorer. More goals than Salah. He's a Champions League clutch goal scorer. So if you need him, if you want him, come on. I'm not, by the way, I don't want to make it seem like I want to let him go. I want to offload him. I don't want him. I don't. I've said it before. I've go check my main channel. My main channel, I talk about Real Madrid and Barcelona. My La Liga channel. Go check my main channel. I've made it very clear I want Rodrygo to stay, but I've now accepted reality that he's leaving. And if I wanted him to leave to any other club, the best 2 clubs for him is Arsenal or Liverpool. Because I feel like he can feel valued. At Arsenal, he can be the best player. He's better than Bukayo Saka for me. At Liverpool, he can be the best player once Salah goes, and I think this is where he needs to be. I think at Liverpool, he can win trophies. At Arsenal, he can achieve what he wants to achieve. But listen, put down in the comments, Liverpool fans, if you guys want Rodrygo, if you see him as a possibility after Luiz Diaz. If you don't want him, who else do you want? Do you want Anthony Gordon? But let me know why. I feel like Rodrygo can be the perfect replacement. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. I'll see you soon with another Premier League video. Peace.